Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel, and I'm here for the weekend or Saturday's scrappy video. So today for this video, I really wanted to do some major scrap busting today and get a lot done. So I started before I turned on the camera. So let me show you what I have been doing to use up a lot of scraps. I just wanted to use up a lot of scraps and make some things that I felt like I needed for my journals and things and have handy. And so this is what I made so far. Here's some tags. I cut up those cardstock that I showed last weekend in my scrappy video. I had some cardstock that I had printed out, and they were from leftovers from DigiKits. And I think all these right here are from Shabby Dabby Doodah. In fact, right here I need to cut. These are little tags I just made from strips from those kits. So these are really pretty. They're double-sided. I mean, can you see how pretty that is? Double-sided because I had printed on both sides. And then I don't even know if I will put any like baker's twine or anything on here. I think they're a lot of times just pretty like this. Let me even up my angle here. And then poke a little hole, like with the crocodile you have the bigger one and the smaller one. And on these little tags, since I got my crocodile, I've been using the little punch. And it's so cute with that little hole in it. It's just so adorable. I love those. So that's what I'm doing to these. See, double-sided. So pretty. From one of Tina's kits. And just super adorable. And so I'm going to have these ready for, you know, tucking into journal and pockets and whatever, wherever. And I can add strings if I want to, but right now I think I'm going to leave. I do that sometimes with some of my tags that are just so cute like this. I don't even put a string on them. Sometimes I like to have some without strings. They're just so cute. Double-sided and adorable. Okay, so those are ready. And then I made, let me pull this out because this is something else. So I cut up I had 3 more pieces of where I had printed on file folder, double-sided. Most of them, but some of them weren't. So if they weren't double-sided, like this one had writing on the back, this file folder that I used, and it was, you know, I printed one-sided. So I went ahead and cut it up, and then on the pieces that ended up with writing on them, I put some of Sherry Schmear's Studio 28E. I had some of her, I still have some of it here. Her coffee dye DigiKit, I had some of that handy. It's nice to just print those out and have them handy if you need them, I found out. So I did have some handy, and I put a piece of beautiful coffee dyed paper from her DigiKit. It's printed out, but it's so beautiful. It's just a lace dyed coffee paper. So there's some on there, and let's see, like this one was good. So I just inked around, and so this is Tina's Digis. This is one of her collage pages, and it just looks beautiful like this. Can you see I don't know if you can see, but you know, you can see the beautiful distressing around the edges. That kit, because it's the contrast between the lightness of this and the dark, just looks beautiful. You know, distressed. So like, let me just go through these real quick. I just cut whatever shape, like I cut strips, cut those pieces of file folder pretty much like 8.5 by 11 sizes into strips, and then I looked at the pictures and kind of tried to cut just little rectangles and things where I thought it looked good. This is one that had writing on the back, and I glued a piece of Sherry's coffee dyed paper on the back. Isn't that beautiful? And then you can still write on there because this one is a little lighter, so you can still write on there. There's another one, and that coffee dyed paper, let me tell you, can you see the distressing? Like this light one looks beautiful with a really nice dark distressing around the edges. Here's one where I really got it dark. So pretty, right? So here they are. I'm not going to turn them all over just so we can go a little quicker and get through these, but just you can just see I just did a bunch. I have a lot here. Those three 8.5 by 11 pretty much pieces made all of these journaling cards, and it's a simple thing. It did take some time. I mean, it's simple, but simple things still take time. I had to cut them up, then I rounded out the corners, and then I distressed all of these. This one's a tag. I cut a hole in the top and angled. This is just a piece of paper that was in my stash. I'm going to show you the next pile. I feel like I need some, like, you know, besides cardstock, which is thicker, I need some paper journaling spots. So this is paper, and that I had right sitting here. This I got in Happy Mail with this edging punch, and so I just folded this piece in half and made a journaling spot out of it. There you go. And then here's some more of the other, you know, these are the pretty, this is one I put copy dyed paper on the back. This is one that was double-sided. Isn't that gorgeous? So all of that I got ready to go and done, and used all of that three big pieces of you know, cardstock from my stash, from my scraps. So these were all the cutoffs from when we made that little, last weekend we made a little cinch bound, you know, notebook / junk journal. So I had this little pile of about like this. They were about like this size of here. Well, you can see what size they were. They were this size right here. I had a little pile of cutoffs right here, and as I was cleaning up, I thought last week, I was like, these would make the perfect little journaling spot. So I took them all, folded them in half. They're all folded in half. This one I distressed because I wanted to see what it looked like, and I like it, but they don't have to be distressed. So like this one is a book page, and so that one looks like that. That one I don't know if I'll do anything else. The only thing I might do is like maybe glue a piece of writing paper in there, because there's, you know, just text in there right now, but I don't know what I'm doing with it right now, so I'm going to put that to the side. But this is the pile of, from that pile of cutoffs, I made all of these little, I just folded them in half and rounded all the right side, because it's, you know, you got the fold over here, so it's like a little journaling spot. And I felt like I just needed some thinner journaling spots, because I was sticking some, it was a piece of cardstock folded in half as a journaling spot. But it was kind of, I had a tight pocket, and I felt like I needed some thinner, you know, journaling spots. So that's why I made all of these. And I thought I might, maybe not right now, because I don't know if I'll have time during this video, but I'll just show you one for example, or maybe two. I thought I might go back and put some rubber stamping on these and make it look a little prettier with some decoration. So this is a little hello with a telephone on it, rubber stamp. See, here's what it looks like. So let me try a black one. I don't want to get this on my mat here. I need to, my mat is protecting my table. I need to protect my mat. So let me grab something here. I've got my little glue board here. Don't want to get ink on my mat. I don't know if that'll come off, right? So I think this will fit on here. And I'll show you what my intentions are. So I can do a little rubber stamping on here like that and call it done. Let's see, I have a cupcake. I don't know if that'll fit on here. Let me see. I have a cupcake here. Let me see real quick if this will fit on here. A little bit too big. Okay, I can't use the cupcake. Never mind. But I have another ink here. I might need to re-ink my black, because that telephone didn't come out that great. This right here is coffee dyed or coffee archival ink, you know, by Ranger. So let me try that one on the telephone. I wonder, oh, you know what? This is not a totally flat surface. That's probably why they didn't come out great. It's a little bumpy on there. Let me try a flat surface and see if this comes out better. Let me put it on here. Okay, let's try that. That's probably, I was trying to figure out why did that come out like that, so not stamped very well. Okay, let's try this. More of a flat surface, smooth surface. Okay, yeah, a little better. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to look like that. But there you go. So that's my intention, is to maybe put some kind of rubber stamping on all of these little paper drilling spots and decorate them a little bit and just have them ready to go. But you can see I used up every single cutoff from last week doing this. So another bunch of scraps, because I was like, I don't want to add these to my scraps. It's a lot of scraps to add to my scraps. I'm trying to use up my scraps, so I immediately said, let me use them, you know. So I did, and so I'm going to put some rubber stamping on there. I'm just putting my lids here, getting that out of the way, so we're not going to do that right now. I did take one piece of that overall printout that I had from the manila folder and cut these two pieces because these were so pretty. I thought, well, maybe I can make some kind of a little journal out of this. Since it's cut into two pieces, I can either make a spine or I can do it with cinch bound and make a little notebook / junk journal out of it. So I cut this piece, which I thought was really pretty for the front cover. It says cafe restaurant right there and has this pretty little decoration. This is the inside of that. Tina's collage. It is upside down. I think that's why it ended up in my scrap pile, because I was trying to print double-sided and the second side turned up upside down. So I don't know about that. I still think it's pretty, even though it's upside down. And here's the back, a French menus on the back. So I mean, I could cover that up, or maybe could just cover up the words. But it's so pretty, I even hate to cover it up. I think it's pretty, even though it's upside down. So anyway, I did that with one piece of that file folder. So that's ready to do something with. So the other thing I thought I would do for this weekend's video is use up some more scraps like this. So I pulled out all of my cardstock, like my pieces that were a decent size, not just little tiny strips, but all of these kind of like decent size. I mean, I don't have any bigger pieces in this. This is it. I have this and then like little tiny strips and stuff like that. So I pulled out all of these, and I pulled out, let me get rid of this cutting board now, my glue board, what I call my glue board there. And I pulled out all of my tissue I had cleaned out. This was in there. This has been in my scrap box. And this tissue. So a couple of these things have been in there. But I cleaned out my napkin drawer where I was saving my napkin scraps, but I put them in the drawer with my napkins. And I have a couple of, see, these are just pieces. This is a whole one, but I only had one of these. So I was like, you know, why do I have all this? It was just kind of looking messy. I don't need that. That's not a napkin. But it was just looking messy, and I was like, I just want to get these out of here and use them up. So I put them, this is a piece. Yeah, I put them in, that's a strip I don't need. So I put them in my scrap pile, and then I was like, well, or my box here. And then I was like, well, I need to go ahead and use these. And so what I usually do to use up napkin, or to glue down napkin, is just use my glue sticks like Mod Podge, and I just glue it down with glue sticks. So I thought, well, let's see how much we can get done today. And these are already, most of these I think are already, you know, I already have taken the layers off, so that part's done. But can we just go ahead and use some of these, right? So I guess it depends on the size and what I will, like this can go across here. I think I'll get my glue board back though. I was wondering if I was going to want to protect my new mat here, and I guess I am. Because I don't want to mess it up, you know. Get glue all over it. So, okay. So let's see what we can do. This is my biggest piece here. I've got pumpkin. No, that's not big enough. got this. No, I don't want that. Well, this would fit on here, but then there's no color. So I don't want to think about this too much. I just want to do it, you know, use these up like as quick as possible. Here's a pretty flowered one. Maybe this, I think I want to use this. Okay, so I'm going to glue it down and then I'm going to cut it off so we can just get moving here. So I really want to just get this done and I don't want it to take too long. Let me try regular glue sticks. I don't use that much anymore. And I have a bunch of these, so let's just see how this goes. I have used this on napkin before and it does, I mean, my previous experience was it worked really well on napkin. Maybe not paper all the time, but napkin, it works great. So the idea is to get the glue on there quick and then get the napkin on there quick before the glue starts drying, because this glue does. And I have a fan going today too in here, so right above me on the ceiling, you know, ceiling fan, so that's going to make it glue dry fast too. So let's just get this down quickly here. And you know, I'm not like, I don't care. I mean, I try to get it straight, but if there's a wrinkle, I don't really mind, because I think that just adds to the overall, you know, charm and vintage look of it if you're working with napkins. So that one is down, and we might go over it. I just want to cut it off first and then see what we're left with here. And you can see the little bit of glue on the back. That will dry and you probably won't even know it was there, so I'm not worried about that. So I am not keeping any little napkin scraps. So like if you see little napkin scraps falling, those are going into the trash. Probably. I mean, I'm like tempted to keep it, but I'm not going to. I can always pull it out of the trash if I need it, right? Sitting right here beside me, so. It's funny how we are, right? With our scraps. Oh, I must use it. I must use every little piece. Okay, so that one is down. Now, the plan, I don't know what the plan is after I get the napkin down. Either I'm going to make journaling cards or cards. I will decide. But right now, I'm just going to get these. I mean, I just have these plain, you know, pieces, and now it's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece. It's got some decoration on it. You know, I can do something with it. I can distress it. I can put, you know, words on it. We'll do something with these later. I just think that's so pretty now. Okay. So yeah, I love it. Okay. So that's 2 pieces used, but it's not done. It will have a future of something else. So here's a nice square here that I can use up the rest of this. I can use the rest of this napkin up right now. So let's do that. Yeah, this could go pretty fast. So, okay, let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's just challenge ourselves right now. See how much we can do in the next, oh, we're already at 18 minutes. Ah, how did that happen? I was going to say 30 minutes, but we're already at 18 minutes. So let's say about 25 minutes from now, if we're not like done way before then, gluing down these napkins. I mean, maybe it won't even take that long. So I'm just going to keep moving, gluing, and then I'll do another video after when I decide what I'm going to do with these. Like, it's like this one would be a great little card. I think that would be awesome, and I haven't seen anybody do that. Have I? I don't think so. Like a card, actual card, because I'm doing the card videos. The once a month on the 15th with Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage. It's a collab. So the ones that look like they could be cards, I might, well, this is sticking to my scissors now. Got some glue on there, I guess. I should have expected that, right? But yeah, I'm doing that video once a month with Deb Houck's collab, so that would be fun to use some of these for that. And then if I use them for other things, I'll just do a random video sometime to show you. Well, come on now, I'm trying to get done here. Cooperate. Yeah, I'll do a random video to show you what I end up doing with these, but I think that it would just be fun to get this out of my scrap box. So, you know, there's another pretty one. Boy, I really don't like how that's sticking to my scissors now. I might have to get out my baby wipes and clean that off. Okay, so there's another one. I think that's really nice and pretty, bright, beautiful. Okay, so now the next piece is, here's a piece of calendar. I thought that would be fun to cover up with some napkin, like that you could see through and see how that looks. Let's see, what's my next biggest pieces here? I've got this. I've got a thank you card that I don't know. I just have one half of it for some reason. I must have used that, cut off the back half, or maybe the back half was written on and I just wanted to save the front. Oh, here's some bigger pieces here too. So we'll use up these next. I want to try a couple of, these are all white, and I want to try a couple of different colors here. So let's see, what can we see through? Oh, we can see through this. Let's do this right here. This piece of tissue next over this calendar. I think that would be fun. Fun and different. It's not going to cover up the whole thing, so I'm going to have to use pieces. If this is a little hot plate that I use for my glue board, so if it gets too gluey, I turn it over. Of course, I'm going to want to do that. I might have to just grab some book pages if I have any. I've been using them all lately. I might not even have any left. I might have to grab a file folder or something to glue on here in a minute. Okay, I think that's enough glue. Let me get the sides here. Okay, that's good, that's good, okay. Another piece, and we're seeing what we can do, like in that amount of time that I told you. Right, I don't really want to have to cut off, but I don't want to. I was trying to match it to the edge, but it was going to be too. Okay, so we're gluing that down. I don't think we need to go over the top of this. This is nice and glued down, and I kind of like the way it looks now, so I don't want to go over the top of this. Some of these we might go over the top if we think we need it, like Mod Podge type thing, like I was saying. I use my glue stick kind of like a Mod Podge. Let me grab, let's see, I need another piece for the bottom here. Across the bottom of that, let me cut a piece off here. Put that across the bottom before that glue dries. Right here. Let's see, this is the top. I know it's going in a different direction, but we're just kind of collaging this on here. And I need some more glue right here. Okay, so that will be all covered, and then we'll cut that out, or cut the rest extra off, the excess here. And so like this could be decorated as like a journaling card, and I would probably, that's probably what I'll do with this, because I love decorating on top of pattern tissue like this. And also I would probably round the corners just to make it look prettier. So we'll see later, with the later video, what I do with this one. But here's what it looks like now. And you can see the calendar through there. So I think that looks cool. Let's make sure this is all glued down real good. I don't think I need any over the top, but I think it's all, it's almost a wrinkle there, but I think it's all right. And plus, if I decorate it over the top, that'll be further securing things on here, but that looks good, right? You like that? I like it. Okay, now let's get the trash out of the way and do some more. Got a piece of scrap there, piece of excess. I wish I could do more than one at a time. I wonder if I can. Okay, what next? Let's try this coffee dyed paper, or this coffee napkin here. I've got several coffee cups here, and I think these will mostly fit on here, these bigger pieces. So let's do that. I kind of want to cut, I just want to cut this a little bit to help me maneuver here a little bit with this. So let me go ahead and cut this into squares like this, and that'll be easier to work with. That, and then this one. Oh, here's some little ones. Aren't those adorable? Yeah. Maybe we can use those on some smaller pieces over here. Yeah, we'll use those next. Use the bigger pieces right here on these two pieces. Yeah, these are going to look cute. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't use that piece. I'll use one of these. No, I want to use a smaller piece where this will cover the whole thing. So I'm using this white piece with these bigger white pieces with these coffee napkin, so we can use most of the picture of the coffee cup or whatever. Okay, let's get this one down as best we can. And get the top of the, and try to get it centered. I can always cut it, but I would like to get it centered too. Okay. I think this is going to be cute. I just want to get it all kind of glued down here on this one. I can see through this one, so that's helpful. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm enjoying using up all my scraps here. Not all of them, but you know what I mean. A bunch of them. And not adding to them if possible. So that seems to be the key, in using them up, right? Not adding to them if possible. Okay, this is going to be, if we can get all these napkins used up, that would be awesome dent in my scrap box here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do with this one. This is going to be cute. This could be like a side tuck, possibly, or a fold out, like a tip in or something in a journal. Isn't that cute? I would definitely round the corners though. Let's see, there's a little, do I see a little piece right here? Okay, isn't it cute? Awesome, it's amazing what you can do when you cut out something, right? Okay, now we're going to put another one. Oh, we've already got a piece right here for this, and the next napkin was this one right here. So let's get this one down, see what it looks like. So I hope you all are using up your scraps too, you know, or you're getting some ideas, and when you have time, use up some of your scraps. Sometimes things just, you know, I just got a lot of my ideas from necessity, like I need this or I need that, you know, type of thing. Or, you know, like these napkins came from I felt like I didn't want to keep them in my drawer anymore, so then I added them to my scrap box, and then I wanted to use it because they're just, you know, kind of like just, you know, they kind of, you know, it's just it was cluttering up my scrap box and making it look trashy. And I was like, I mean, scraps, I guess, can look trashy because you're kind of saving them from the trash. So, but they were just, I didn't want everything to get, I don't know, I just wanted to use them up, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see. You can really see these through these. I'm amazed because like when you hold it up like this, I was like, that's not see-through. But when you put it down here, can you see the glue under there? You can really see through that, at least that part of it, I guess. Anyway, I'm just surprised you can see through any of it because it looks so non-see-through. Okay, so there we go. Love it. Now I could save those little scraps, but I don't want to. I mean, if you don't want to save a scrap, don't make yourself, I would say don't make yourself save it. I mean, you know, if you're not going to feel good about saving it, about if it's going to make you unhappy and feel bad, don't keep it. You know what I mean? Like, I have saved some stuff and then I went to use it and I was like, I don't want to use this. I don't like this. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but I'm like, I really don't like this. I have so much pretty paper. Why am I making myself use this ugly scrap? You know? So then I toss this. Then I think it's time for you to go in the trash. Okay, there's another one. It'll look beautiful with rounded corners. I just know it. Okay, now this is a bigger one, but should we go ahead and use this one too? I think we might. Yeah, I was thinking I couldn't use this because I'll have to cut off some of the, you know, it's a cup and saucer, but I think that'll be all right. I think it'll be actually really cool. So let's do it without thinking about it, right? This is a nice big piece of scrap white paper here, or white cardstock. And I could glue these on paper if I ran out, but I don't know if I will run out here. So let's just keep moving. See what we can get done. I'm kind of excited about getting this done. Seeing if I can get these all down. Wouldn't that be cool? I would just love that. It'd be a great feeling of accomplishment. That's pretty good. Not perfect, but it's fine. Okay, I just want to get it all glued down before I pick it up and cut it out. It looked like it was not glued down on the edge there, but I got it now. Okay. It's starting to stick to this, so I'm going to have to turn that over or use something else in a second here. I don't want to turn it over. Well, see, it doesn't feel sticky, but you can hear this. You can hear me peeling it off of there, right? It's kind of getting a little sticky, even though it doesn't feel that sticky. I think I'll be able to turn it over safely at this time if I turn it over now without getting too much more glue on it, and then it won't mess up my mat. Okay, so I'll just cut off whatever it cuts off will just be what's cut off, and you know, it'll be fine, even though I didn't get this whole picture on this cardstock here. It still is really nice when you'll see. See? It still looks really pretty. Okay, and then like I said, we might be decorating. We will be decorating some of these, but like these coffee ones, I don't know. We'll have to see what I do with those. I'm just seeing a couple bubbles here, so I want to smooth those out as much as possible. I know there's glue under there, so. Okay, yeah. There we go. Another one done. Okay, let me turn this over. See, I just got this white surface on the back I can use. Okay, let's try those the smaller ones. I'm going to cut these in half, too, just like we did the other pieces. Well, that's too big. It's too big this is too big. Let's find a piece that this will fit on here, or we can cut a piece down if we have to. That's too big. Let's see. Gosh. Oh, here's some smaller pieces. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to just have to cut. I'm going to have to cut this. I'm going to have to glue this down and then just cut the cardstock. So that's what we'll do. And that's, using up scraps one way or the other, right? Okay, so let's get some glue on here. All right. I think that's going to work out very well after I cut it down. Get this one down. This is smaller, so let me put it at the top here in case we need this bottom piece for something. That's a lot of glue, I know, but wasn't sure how far it was going to go down. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's cut it out, cut it off. I got cardstock showing there. Need to cut off a little bit more. Okay. I don't know if I could have used my paper cutter on here or not. I don't know if it would cut through that and not mess it up, you know what I mean? So that's kind of why I'm not using it, even though I have it right here available. Boy, I hate when I throw a piece of paper away and it won't come off my hand. Like, very annoying. Okay. This will look cute with rounded corners. I just don't want to take time to do it right now because I'm challenging myself to get these napkins and tissue paper all done right now. But I don't know if that's going to happen because it's, you know, taking some time. See if we can cut a straight line here. And we'll cut the napkin off. Extra napkin. Let's see what time we're getting to. Oh, we've got about, well, not too much longer, but we'll see. I don't think I'm going to get through this pile, though. Not unless something happens that I can go a lot faster. Okay, so I've got a strip. I can't think about it too much, though, or else I'm never... I want to get... Let's see. This is a big piece, so let's... get another big piece of napkin. This pumpkin will look really pretty on here. We'll be ready for fall after this, right? Okay, yeah, that'll look pretty. Okay, let's put it down. We're not thinking, we're just grabbing and gluing right now. We'll think later when we go to decorate and figure out what we're going to do with these. My card video has to be done on Monday. Well, no, that statement's not going to make sense. Never mind, because I'm doing my videos out of order. So, never mind. Okay. All right. So, okay. Wait. Let's get up to the top. And top and bottom, middle, as much as possible. Okay. I'm just trying to cover the whole thing. Okay, and I got some wrinkles, but like I said, I don't care. I just smooth them out, or they just, especially this one with this pumpkin, is these napkins make really beautiful anything that I use these on. It's got all the little words in the background and this beautiful pumpkin in the middle. And I bought these a couple years ago at Walmart, and I didn't see them last year. Like, I probably would have bought more even if I didn't need them. But I didn't see these particular ones again, so I'm glad I have some. But, yeah, I kind of like... I think these are so pretty. So, I did that on the thank you card. I didn't even know that was a thank you card. I was like, I just saw a big piece of blank cardstock there, and I grabbed it. Okay, so when I go to use this, I might have to cover that up with some coffee dyed paper or something. I will have to cover it up, unless I use it for a thank you card. which I could do, but I think he's going in kind of the wrong direction. Scissors are sticking a little. I don't know if I ever had that happen before. Guess I hadn't glued down this much napkin at one time before. Okay, so this one, that's how it looks so far until we do more to it. And so yeah, I'll even it up and corner around later, but right now we're just getting this napkin down. See if it's getting sticky. Got some glue there, some glue there. Okay, grab and glue. What shall we do next? Maybe one of these. Now this looks like it has a couple layers here, but it's already coming off, so let's pull that off and see what we can do with this. You know, I kind of want to just use this yellow part instead of the red and the yellow. I like the red and yellow, but I don't know if I want to use it here, so let me do this real quick. I just want to use this middle yellow part right now. I think that'll be pretty on like a tag, you know, future journaling card or tag or something. And since this isn't like surrounded by this red border, I don't want to use this right now. Like I said before, if you don't want it, you don't like it, don't make yourself use it. Oh, okay, so these are thinner now, so let's grab a thinner piece and glue it down. Grab and glue, Sheree. This is uneven at the top here. This is where the file folder went in. Let me just cut that off so that I can, where did it go? It just flew away. That is weird. It must have fell on the floor or something. It just like flew away. Okay, whatever. Grabbing and gluing, getting it done. Don't have much time left, but we are making progress. I think this will be a pretty tag because of the shape right here. And so this, I think I'm going to glue this on another piece and just save that bottom part here for something that will fit on there. This is a different piece of cardstock here. I pulled that out. I thought this would be cool to see how it works. It's just gotta make sure I get enough glue on there. And that's way too far down, but I just want to, you know, go ahead and have enough on there. Oh, that's two pieces. Okay, well, I don't need you right now. I'm hearing a car. Why am I hearing a car? I think it's in the road, but it almost sounds like it's in front of my like window right here. Have a couple of cars with you know, loudish engines on this street, which is fine because one of them is my son. My youngest son is in a car, so yeah. And all of his friends are into car. A lot of his friends are into cars, so it's like sometimes they go up and down the road testing their cars. You know, like, is it gonna go? Is it, what do we do? Do we do it right? Is it gonna move and do what we want it to do? Okay, this is a thinner piece of cardstock, so that was interesting to see how that came out. I think it's cute and pretty. Okay, so this one we're cutting off right here and using this piece of cardstock for something else. And this one's got a piece of extra cardstock on this end. And then we need to cut some napkin off, and I'll check the time. Let's see if we have any time left. I'll check it right now. We have, oh gosh. So, okay, let me see how much we have left. I don't want this video to get too long. Too much longer, I should say. Okay, this doesn't feel even here. Let me just even this up. Okay, so all right, so I might continue this off video, but here's what I have left. We did pretty good. I showed you that pile. See, this goes in the card. Here's the cardstock that's left. Let me get my glue back up here. So quite a bit of cardstock still, but here's the napkin and tissues that I have left. See, this is cardstock. Get that back over there. Still have some left, but I think I probably used maybe half of it. Here's another piece of, that's it. I think I probably used about almost half, maybe half, I don't know. So here's what I have left. So I'm going to put the one and one together and make journaling cards or whatever out of this off video, because that's too much to try to do right now. I need to end this, but here's what I showed you, all the things I made before the video. Here's what we did just now, all of these pieces put together. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's pretty good. So like I said, I'll come back with a video to show you what I do with these. And this one right here in particular, I think I'm going to try to make a card out of. And so it would be folded like this, corners rounded, decorated with some, maybe even just a sentiment. And then I want to see if I can find a nice sentiment in my stamps where I can put this in, put something in here. This is a little, like there's some distress ink right here. I may have to cover the inside too with something and then put my sentiment in there. But I think that'll be a pretty little card. So thanks for watching today. I hope you got some more ideas for using up your scraps, and maybe you can let me know in the comments if you know what you're doing with your scraps, and if you have any ideas for me that you want me to try, you know, let me know. I like ideas and tips. You know, when people give them to me, I try to go ahead and implement them. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Happy crafting.